Yeah, and Tony, I mean, there were times where in the supply chain factor where, maybe fans and you're not building your own fans, you're buying them from another fan manufacturer. And that lead time on that fan could be 48 weeks. So, there's a lot that goes into it. And certainly, how you handle that supply chain is critical in today's world.
Yeah, I'd love to get Joe's opinion on this. Difference between a manufacturer and an assembler, right? I could order a fan and a coil and, a disconnect and put it in my garage, but me putting that together is a whole lot different than somebody else who builds. Anyway, give me your professional opinion on a assembler versus manufacturer.
So Mark brought up some excellent points. And one of them was in terms of capacity. I would say it's also a question of reliability, quality, and controlling your own supply chain, and as well as unit performance in the field. So there's a lot of benefits of being vertically integrated versus just an assembler. So an assembler, you're at the mercy of other manufacturers shipping you components and their lead times and their supply chain challenges and their capacity. That's number one. Number two, you're at their mercy of their quality. And I would say number three is only because you're buying a product that's AMCA certified or ARI 410 certified, but how that component interacts with the rest of the unit, that is up to the unit manufacturer. So if you're just an assembler and you're saying my unit has an AMCA certified or an ETL component or an HRI 410, you're still just an assembler. Versus a unit manufacturer, when you're vertically integrated, you could still outsource, but you have the ability to test the components, not just on a perfect ideal condition in a lab, but inside a component, inside a box, inside constraints, inside upstream and downstream components that interact with all the components. You're really controlling the overall performance of the unit, not just the component. You're controlling the supply chain, you're controlling the quality, and at the end, you could certify the units per ETL, UL certification that allows the end customer to have a assurance that the unit will perform as submitted and as specified. Number two, we control our own destiny with supply chain. We have over 90% of our units are with our fan wall technology. We make our fan wall at the source. We rebalance it multiple times to ensure the quality is as specified. So we do it as a wheel, then we do it again as a fan assembly, making sure the customer achieves the ratings, the BV5 ratings we specify in our products. So in essence, the difference between vertical integrated and an assembler is really relying on others versus ourselves. We either make it or we test it to ensure that the product performs as expected. And the one more thing I would add is through all this, we're able to advertise an on-time, not just a lead time, but our on-time shipments. We have competitive lead times, but our on-time shipments been phenomenal, where we've been at 95% plus. And typically when we're off by 5%, we're shipping the following week because we have full control of all the components that go inside of our units.
Nice. Great rundown. Thank you. And for those listening, we didn't really go through this, but Nortec Air Solutions is comprised of multiple brands, which, someone like all three of us probably who've been around a while, we're familiar with the other brands as well. So I wanted to just go through, there's Govern Air, Hunt Air, Mammoth, Temtrol, Ventrol, Venmar, and then the fan wall technology is all under, when we say Nortec Air Solutions, that's what we're talking about. I'm sure I forgot somebody. Did I get everybody there, Joe?
I think you got them all. I'm not sure if you mentioned Hunt Air. Just want to make sure.
Hunt Air, got it. And yeah, so just for those listening, that's who Joe, is a senior vice president for. So